Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
You look stupid.
I am stupid.
Are you a fan of Adam and Joe?
Yes.
Did you know they had a radio show here on XFM?
No. Yes.
And did you know they've moved to a new time?
Yes.
That's right. The Adam and Joe show now on Saturday mornings between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Do I like it?
Yes, you do.
Ooh.
DAB Digital Radio.
Worldwide at xfm.co.uk.
This is XFM.
Hi, this is Adam Buxton.
Hey there, this is Joe. Welcome to this week's podcast. We're coming to you live from the Hallowell Leisure Centre, the swimming baths area.
Yeah, well, why? Why are we coming from there?
Just a bit of colour, Adam, and because you and I like to keep fit and do a bit of swimming.
That's true, I forgot.
And it's a lovely place. There's like a mosaic of an octopus on the base of that pool that's for kids. And then there's a wave machine that's broken at the moment. And there's a bumpy slide over there that is closed.
We had to close the pool.
Because people were misusing it.
Yeah. We're taking care of the pool this weekend. We had to close it because we found a baby's turd floating around. But it was only a baby's turd, so I don't think it's a big problem. We pumped the pool full of chemicals afterwards and scooped it out and stuff, and everyone's fine with it, I think.
Yeah, no, that's what pools are all about.
Exactly, wee and poo.
Yeah, public safety guidelines dictate that swimming pools can only actually be 4% water.
Right.
The rest of it is composed of child's urine, feces of all ages,
Yep.
Ribena, Coke, a little bit of Tango, chemicals, sweat.
Pubic hair.
That's not liquid. Even though we do have facilities to make it into such. Mucus,
Yeah.
saliva,
And, of course, some male seed.
some male seed, and some lady blood, and that's all mixed together, and it becomes a sort of inoculatory pool. So it is important to swim in a public bath every now and then because it inoculates you against diseases that can be carried by Ribena, Tango, Tango, Coke, seed, lady blood, sweat, feces, wee, mucus.
All right, well, we'll be back with you in the leisure centre in just a second. First, this.
Oi, you, stop running and put some trunks on. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't use this, but I bought the Dazed and Confused Criterion edition. Do you know Dazed and Confused, the film?
Richard Linklater.
Yeah, excellent film.
Yeah.
There's an interview with the director, Richard Linklater, quite a long one. Mm-hmm. He's wearing very short rip-off jeans.
Ooh.
And he's sitting on a football field, a high school football field. He's sitting on a chair backwards, which is something I would never... I've kind of ruled it out.
Well, you mean like Christine Keeler?
Yeah.
Right.
You get a chair, you flip it round the wrong... you sit on it the wrong way.
Well, it's like a joke gesture of overconfidence, isn't it?
So it is a joke gesture. It's a silly thing to do.
Yeah.
And anyone who does it is silly.
Christine Keeler.
Anyway, Richard Linklater does it. That's not what I'm complaining about.
Yeah.
But it's quite it's a full body shot. You can see the chair and him from the top of his head to his feet, and he's wearing very, very, very short cut-off jeans.
He's got no nutties peeking out, does he?
Well, you can so clearly see his nuts.
Oh.
And they're very big, and you can see every detail of them. And he's giving quite an in-depth, straight-faced interview about the film and how he came up with the inspiration. And he's jiggling his right leg. You know how people sometimes do that when they're concentrating?
Sure, yeah.
A very rapid little stomp with the right leg. And you cannot take your eyes off his nuts.
So it's not like... Are they tight denim shorts he's wearing?
Yeah.
But they're not jiggling in the tight denim shorts, are they?
Yeah.
Are they really?
They're big nuts.
Ooh.
And, the seam of the jeans sort of goes up where the seam of, because nuts have a seam.
They do.
In case you need to unzip and separate the nuts. In case you need to put one in the fridge or something.
Yeah.
For a while.
Pop one out for later.
I'm drawing it now. I stopped doing that. But the seam of his jeans is where the seam of his nuts are. And I couldn't concentrate on a word.
This is a thing that happens with old men.
This is nuts popping out.
Yeah, nuts popping out is a thing that happens to old men quite a lot.
Well, come on, why? Because they get lower.
The shorts get higher with old men.
Do they?
And the nuts get lower.
Why do old men wear briefer shorts?
Because it is more comfortable to wear a short short.
Right.
It's nice, you
Because when we were kids, in the 70s, shorts were very, very short when we were little kids.
Yeah.
But that's all right, because when you're a little kid, there's not, your nuts aren't going to pop out.
Shorts got longer because of hip hop, and also it was a sort of utilitarian skate fashion.
It was
wasn't
more skating, yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, but that's part of the hip hop culture and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, old men don't know about any of that. They don't skate that much. They're not into their hip hop the way they used to be. Their shorts get very short.
We're talking about, over 70s?
Yeah, even over 60s,
Yeah.
But over 70s, certainly. Certainly. If you're outdoors in the summertime, and then if you've got a picnic stool, like a foldy picnic stool, then you sit down, and the natural way to sit on one of those things is with your legs wide apart.
Very wide apart, yeah. Well, that's how men sit.
Exactly. And if you're wearing short shorts, and you're an old guy...
Out they come.
Out they pop.
The old fellas.
And what do? So many times I've been on holiday with old chaps around, and out pop the enormous old nutties. But what do? I mean, there's no question of sort of saying, you got a nut popping out there.
Yeah, there's no polite way around it, really.
There really
isn't. No euphemism like you're flying low.
Exactly. The boys need to come in for tea.
Well, you can imagine it being said in a kind of rugby changing room sort of a context between lads.
Yeah.
But between a young man and an old man, maybe not.
No, it's difficult, isn't
They
it?
tend to lose their hair, though, don't they?
They get bald.
I remember our friends' dad's nuts quite vividly, and they were big, baby-like bald balls.
Do you think it's a thing
They
that
should
happens?
just drop off, really, shouldn't they?
Nuts.
Yeah.
Once they've done their job.
Once they've done their duty, you don't need them anymore. The skin at the top, the join is thin enough. They should just drop off.
Pop them off.
Pop them off.
And if it's a vanity thing, you could have the option of just reattaching them.
Yeah. Just tie a rubber band around them.
Exactly.
If you tie a rubber band around them at age, 60, they'll flop off. They'll pop off by the time you're 65. You'll just be in the cinema one day, and you'll leave, and you'll. Oh! They came off. Look at that during Superman Returns. They popped off. Oh, that's good. And that evening, my nuts finally dropped off today. Did they, love? Yeah, that's nice. Have you got them? No, it just fell on the floor of the cinema. Someone would have swept them up. Popcorn, Starburst, old men's nuts.
Hey, this is Adam and Joe. We're back with you in the Halliwell Leisure Centre.
It's filled up considerably since we were with you earlier. I've just been doing lifeguard duty. Adam's been refilling the crisp and snack machine, haven't you, Ad?
Yeah. I've been putting...
some more Rolos.
There's some rollers, but there's also... I've been putting apples in there as well.
Really?
Yeah.
No one's having them then, are
No
they?
one's touching the apples.
But they're not real, are they? They're ornamental.
Yeah, no, they're plastic. There's 2 plastic ones that we keep in there.
Yeah, because the council guidelines say we must have some healthy food. But what's your favourite post-exercise snack?
I like a Jaffa cake.
A Jaffa cake, because they're recommended by sports nutritionists.
Yeah.
I just like a packet of crisps and a Mars bar.
Well, a Mars bar is like medicine, yeah.
And a ciggy.
It's like Kendall mint cake.
Mental cake.
Mental cake.
Mental Kend cake.
Mental Kim cake.
But we do recommend you come down to the Halliwell Leisure Centre. The bumpy slide's been opened now. There were some kids misbehaving on it earlier, going down it much too fast.
And I'm glad to say that the wave machine is fixed. It is fixed, yes.
It's coming on every half an hour.
It is. Now, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to use the pool when the wave machine is on because it makes me happy in my pants.
Do you know how we clean the pool here at the Halliwell Leisure Centre?
No, how's that done?
Oh, we just sprinkle in a little bit of strawberry gelatine.
Really?
Leave it overnight, wait for it to solidify, and the next morning cut it into cubes, send it out to local primary schools.
That's a good idea.
Thanks, man.
Everybody's happy. And the schools don't mind about the, bits and pieces.
Just call it hairy jelly with raspberry bits. They're not really raspberry, but kids don't know.
We'll be back with you in a bit.
Bye-bye. Hey, no bombing.
I was on a connecting plane from Dusseldorf, flying back from my holiday, and I was struck by the fact that the German captain on Berlin Air, had a completely different patter to your average Brit pilot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
pilot patter.
Pilot patter is totally different in Germany, and I imagine that it's different in every part of the world.
Isn't it in German?
No, because he did it in German, but then he did it in English as well.
How did the pilot patter differ?
Well, the pilot patter on Berlin Air was very, very detailed and technical.
Well, that's Germany for you.
Yeah, but I was struck by how technical it was. I mean, he was sort of describing the route that they took, having left the runway. We have left runway number 5, and we've moved 7 degrees north. Our heading is 28 degrees north with a crosswind of 75 knots. And, you know, it was all this sort of stuff he was coming out with, really detailed.
It sounds comforting, though.
Well, exactly. I think it's a nice idea, because the more information you get on a plane, the happier you are, I find.
I would say I'm even slightly not racist, but I expect a pilot to have a very British kind of Kenneth Moore accent.
Mm-hmm.
I like him to say, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Ball." He's usually called Captain Ball or something slightly carry-on-y. Oh, I just got a little bit of a delay. That sort of thing, you know what I mean?
What was that noise that he made?
Oh, yeah. He was just being relieved by the co-pilot. I just got a, that kind of stuff.
I know exactly, yeah. I'm cruising at 35,000.
And if he's not quite a posh British voice, I do get slightly worried. Hello, this is Captain Turner. Welcome aboard the plane, and we'll be flying to America soon. Before we can get the bloody thing started. That sort of thing. You don't really get that sort of thing, but...
So you're just... This is...
I think this is true. This is one of the last bastions of those kinds of values. Because you never get a woman, do you? Do you ever get a woman flying a plane?
Very seldom.
Who needs women bus drivers? We do. London Transport do.
Yeah, exactly.
What about women pilots?
That's true. Why can't you have women pilots? There might be some kind of gynecological...
I think it's because if it came over the PA, hello, this is Captain Sandra... Even though you'd think that was a drag queen.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Shabazz, Captain Shabazz. Or something like that.
Yeah.
When your life is on the line in such an explicit way, when push comes to shove, you want a highly educated man.
You want kind of proper partitions put in place for class.
It's all very well being all
sex.
PC, yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to being suspended thousands of feet in the air in a metal tube...
That's right. It all breaks down, doesn't it?
It all breaks down.
Or rather, it doesn't break down. All society's prejudices are very much in place.
Absolutely. There's a class system.
Exactly, first
and
class.
Woe is you if you try and go in to sit in a first class seat and you're only in economy.
Yeah.
The pilot is a man. He's posh.
That's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, because
you could be a vegetarian if you want.
And the ladies,
but you can only have one
the stewards. Meal. I mean, it's still it's a cliche, isn't it? But ladies are the stewardesses. The men fly the plane.
Yeah, it's true. I tell you, the only people that flout this law,
terrorists,
and in a way, apart from terrorists, the only people that flout this law in a way that makes me slightly uncomfortable when I fly them is Virgin.
Oh yeah,
because Virgin are all like it's a nightclub. It's like Soul Plane, piloted by Snoop Doggy Dogg. All the food's got funky writing on it.
Right.
The stewards couldn't really care, could they? It's all like, we're hipper than you.
And the pilots are colloquial, are they?
Well, no, the pilots they look after that end of it. The pilots tend to be, hello, this is Captain Ball.
Captain Ball
Yeah,
again.
It tends to be Captain Ball. But I wouldn't be surprised if, Virgin, that the day will come when it's all right, everybody, hey!
That's right.
That sort of thing, which I think you do get on some charter flights to Ibiza and places.
Cheapo airlines.
You get sort of casual pilots who make jokes and stuff, and I don't like that. It unsettles me.
XFM.
Hey, this is Adam and Joe back here at the Halliwell Leisure Centre.
It's been a busy day. We've had to throw some teenagers out of the shallow end for dogging.
Dogging.
There have been one or two hypodermic syringes found in the toddler's wading pool, and a cadaver in the Veruca footbath.
There's been some confusion about the Veruca footbath, hasn't there? I think some people understood that it was to prevent verrucas.
No, it's to give you verrucas.
Yeah.
It's pure liquid disease. So step over it. Remember, one of the key features here at the Halliwell Leisure Centre is we do employ 7 old naked men to loiter in the changing area. And if you use a locker on the lower level and have to bend down to get it, they will stand next to you with their exposed genitals right next to your face.
Yes, we do like to guarantee that when you go and get changed in the changing room, even if the rest of the changing room is entirely empty, there will be a naked man next to your locker when you retrieve your stuff. We'll be back shortly.
Bye.
They're finally coming round. Adam and Joe, can you hear me? Yes, Dr. XFM.
Was the operation successful, Doctor?
Absolutely. We've given you a brand new slot.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Whereabouts?
On Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. Here on your XFM.
Will our new slot feel any different, Doctor?
No, it should be almost exactly the same. Just a little bigger.
Oh, I can't wait till people hear about our new slot.
Yeah, think of all the things we can put in it. Adam and Joe's new slot. Saturday mornings 10 till 1 on XFM. It's a miracle of modern radio.
XFM.
Have any of you received the McDonald's booklet? It's called Change. We thought we'd come to you for a change. And it's one of the most extraordinary bits of pamphleteering I've ever come across. And if you haven't got it, then try and get hold of one. I think you can pick it up from your local branch of Mickey D's, because it's one of these amazing documents that has been focus grouped and designed almost into through absurdity and out the other side. Let me just quote you the McDonald's PR lady. McDonald's has changed, and we want to use a different way to tell people that, says spokeswoman Amanda Pierce. So this booklet is about making an effort to tell people our story and is written in a warm, engaging and conversational way. The best way of getting the message of change across is by changing the way we communicate with people. And, maybe someone who's got the booklet could give us a call and we could talk through it. But let me start with the page, basically, that's aimed at women. And this ties in with the adverts that we've talked about before. They're trying to attract young ladies back into McDonald's.
The lady page.
Yeah, the lady page. Get them to eat their salads. So it's a lovely double-page spread. You can see there with a photo of a strident young mum walking across some paving stones, and the text is on the paving stones. In the bottom left-hand corner, it says, "Salads Plus. You go, girls."
Yeah, because girls
that's
love
like
salads.
a funky American thing to say. You go, girls.
That's right.
Bit like they used to say on Jerry Springer or Oprah Winfrey 10 to 15 years ago. Remember that? So they pop that down. And then they discuss all their salads. And the last bit of text says, "Girls, before you know it, you'll be back home and showing the things you've bought to the boys. And unless it's got cars or footballers on it, they won't care."
That's true, because boys are obsessed by cars and football.
And then it says, "So have a great day, have a great salad, and sisters, do it for yourselves."
It doesn't say that.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
Okay, so in case that isn't patronising enough, we turn over 6 pages, and here's the blokes page. What's the blokes page got a picture of on it? Adam, guess.
A big football. Oh,
Lads
yes.
at the football.
I'm
Top
correct.
left-hand corner, it says, "It's brilliant to be a bloke." Then they've laid out the blokes menu in the form of a football team, because of course that's the only way men understand things. Sesame seed top bun is the striker. Or maybe he's in goal. I don't really know about football. More special sauce and the bottom bun are leading the pack. And then underneath it says, "Naming an unchanged team. The great Big Mac lineup. Make it a meal. Get in the box. Slide fries in the lid. Bring on a Coke."
Slide fries in the lid.
Yeah, that's the kind of slide in the lid. Men, cool, footy football.
I was thinking
Where do you
something filthy.
begin with the... I mean, I'm not necessarily complaining about McDonald's, but whoever designed this, what kind of idiots do they think we are?
Well, Joe, do you know what, man? No one ever got poor underestimating the public.
And and just in case that's true, Adam, but just in case this leaflet isn't insidious enough, it's basically got loads of tokens in the back, and apparently the tokens track you.
What? Are they electronic?
In some sort of way, they are. If apparently they know which leaflet they've delivered to which area of London, and if you go into McDonald's and use a token, it will record what area of London you live in,
right?
Sort of where the street that the pamphlet was delivered to, and your eating habits, so they can then target you with later bun-based, patronising pamphlet-ture.
Scary.
Can I read you one more thing from this?
Please do. Yeah, read a great deal.
From the potato page, the double potato page has a lovely picturesque tractor mowing a field of potatoes, and it says the headline is, "Some things have changed, some things haven't. That's how life works."
Hey, I never thought about it.
I don't need McDonald's to tell me that.
I do.
Okay, then there's various blur, but then it goes, "Our potatoes are best quality Pentland Dell, Shepherdy and Russet Burbank. Our potato experts, brackets,
David and Gareth. Close brackets.
They've only got two.
Tell us they're the best spuds to use, and we believe them. I bet they've made those names up because they're office names, aren't they? David, Brent and Gareth from The Office. they're sort of subconsciously cool names.
That's right.
So they've just chosen those, like they're blokes who you can trust. This pamphlet is just ridiculous. If you've got it, give us a call, 0871 222 1049, and maybe you can tell us your favourite appalling bit of the new McDonald's change.
Even better, wouldn't it be great if we
pamphlet.
could get someone responsible for the pamphlet?
The person who wrote it.
To talk to us.
Well, we could try and get Amanda Pierce. Oh, there's just so much stuff. They've got a nutrition expert. Do you know what her name is?
Tina
Hang on, let me
Fries.
find it. Tina Fries is close, but fries are too unhealthy. What's healthier?
Jenny Lettuce.
Jenny Lettuce would be good. Wait for it. Oh, she's called Anita Bean.
I need a
They
bean.
found the one nutrition expert whose name
Anita
is...
Bean.
Penelope Lard didn't get the job. Anna Coronary, she was close. She
Chili
didn't get
Onions.
it. Chili Onions.
She must have been bummed out, Chili Onions. And Greta Garlic.
Well, we're back here in the Halliwell Leisure Centre. We've just had a little swim ourselves, and it's time to go home. The centre's closing up. But we do recommend you come down. It's £20 an hour. And £5 for lockers.
Yeah.
£10 for a drink.
It's £5 for lockers, but you have to insert, first of all, £2 coins,
Yeah.
then a 50p piece,
Yeah.
then a 20,
Yeah.
then two 5p pieces,
Yeah.
then another 20,
Yeah.
then a £1 coin, and then a 50p, and then two 10p's,
Correct.
and then three 10p's.
That's correct.
And it has to be in that order, otherwise the locker won't work.
That's correct.
And then you get you don't get a tag so much as a coloured safety pin, which you
Yeah.
have to jam into your leg. Anyway, thanks a lot for listening. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.
X.
This is XFM.